Good morning, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. Tim Shea's already in the co-pilot chair. Hey, Timmy.
I'm early, not late today.
Yeah, I always send Tim the link. You always show up like right as I'm about to fade away, which is good. You always know when to come in, but it's good to see you at the start of one of these.
It's about time I show up on time.
All right, let me just lay out this episode, okay? This episode's got a few new different nooks and crannies to it today. This is the Bucks postgame show. Bucks beat the Knicks. We're going to talk about it here. I'm Bart Winkler. That's Tim Shea. We'll have people mingle throughout the show. It's going to be fun. So we're going to talk Bucks Knicks to start the show. Then after we're done, I am going to kick it to an interview I did with Jay Kokorowski, who works with the State Journal, and we're going to talk Badgers. We're going to talk Luke Fickell. We're going to talk Jim Leonard. We're going to talk Braylon Allen. We're going to talk Graham Mertz. We're going to talk all of it, okay? So that is coming up. If you're on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube live or later, that's going to be a separate video. But if you're on the podcast, it's going to be Bucks, then Badgers, and then at the very end, it's going to be another piece of audio with Steve Sparky Pfeiffer, who I went to the toy drive today. So they're still doing the toy drive. WSSP, despite the rumors, is not dead. It makes it very complicated for me to tell people that I got let go because our station went away when it's still kind of there. But the toy drive is happening. It's the 16th annual WSSP toy drive. Sparky is essentially by himself out, and it was fucking cold as shit today when I went to see him. So cold. And so he's still doing the toy drive. You can donate $12.50 amthefan.com. And then Sparky and I sat down for a little bit of the podcast. Now, Sparky and I sat down for the podcast. The audio is not great. Okay. I took my computer there. We were in one of those heating rooms. The noise was on. I couldn't get on Blaine's Wi-Fi. And so the audio is not great. So I'm still going to play it. It's still doable. It's really good content. We make fun of the fact that WSSP exists a lot. And I think that's always enjoyable. So it's good content. It's not like going to screech your ears, but I'm going to put it at the end of the episode. So if it's like, this isn't perfect, you can dip. But don't tell me that it's I know it's bad. I know it's not great audio. That's why I'm putting it at the end. Okay? Are we all clear? Donate to the kids. All right, are we all clear? Are we all good? So that's the 3-minute setup of how this is going. Bucks win tonight over the Knicks, 109-103. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Good night.
All right. Oh, yeah. Tim Shea. There's the headline for you, Jim Ozarski, in the Journal Sentinel.
Can you give me a second? Wow.
I've only been rambling about nothing for 3 minutes. Come up with something.
Good thing it didn't go to overtime. Yeah, not having Giannis in there for the last minute.
First game he's fouled out this year, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, first time.
Oh, and how about that big shot from Grayson Allen? So can we get – I think we're off the trade for Jay Crowder. Correct. Crowder has been – I see Legion Hoops and Ball Yard Sports and all this bullshit saying Jay Crowder, Suns are exploring a trade. If he was any good, he would have been traded by now, okay? I don't want Jay Crowder.
Yeah, that was a huge three. I mean, eventually pretty much gave him the win. So Giannis likes to shine in New York. 37, I believe, tonight at MSG. So I'll take it. Another win against a conference foe, as they say. So
Matt says, Tim once interviewed me for a job with the Brewers.
Oh.
That's Matt E. Not Matt in the Falls, who joins us. Matt in the Falls, everybody. Matt, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Where's my Matt audio? Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Rookie mistake.
Bart, Tim.
Hey, buddy.
I had my big boy audio turned on, but without the microphone. So I'm going computer audio only now. So hopefully the quality's okay.
All right, so Matt in the Falls, backstory on you is you bought me a green screen and a ring light.
Yep.
Can you tell a difference?
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, there's the ring light.
But you can still see a little green behind me.
I can. I think that's just because your hair is so scraggly and scruffy. Maybe if it was like neatly smooth, the green. I don't know. I'm not a green screen expert, more of a sound guy.
All right. So if you're on YouTube and if you're podcast, you can check out YouTube. Here's how it looks without. See, there's my green screen.
Maybe it's because your hair is like right at the edge at the top there. Maybe it's confused.
Here's the space where I was. I was over in that corner.
Oh, wow. Beautiful display up on the wall.
Yeah, I know.
For those of you listening, Bart has a lot of Packers memorabilia up in one corner of his Blair Witch Project basement.
It is pretty Blair Witchy.
It's, you got to do what you got to do.
But I do appreciate not only you for sending me some equipment super kind, but you've also spurred others to say, you know what, Matt's right. A lot of people have enjoyed Bart over the years. I'd like to help out too. So thank you.
Really? Have you, what have you gotten? Gifts, money, food?
Yeah, one listener bought me an all expense paid trip to Cancun. That was pretty nice.
Cool. You deserve
it. Another sent me a set of steak knives.
Oh.
But he said, use these to kill yourself.
Oh, that's inappropriate.
Those are the kind of listeners that I've been
trigger warning
bringing in over the years. You got any Bucks thoughts since that's
Oh yeah. I want to start with a Spike Lee thought.
Spike Lee's at the game.
How is this guy still affording front row tickets to the Knicks? Like, I mean, he did. I can't name any Spike Lee movies or anything.
Spike Lee joint.
Spike Lee joints. I can't name a joint since he got game, and he's sitting down there in like $3,000 seats every night. So props to his financial advisor for keeping him rich after he got rich, because I don't know what he does.
Do you think there's a part of it where the Knicks want him there?
Like a lifetime discount type thing? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like Drake was a fake employee of the Raptors, which really triggered Raptor fans. I mean, when you said, why is Drake front row seats? Why is Drake like giving Nick Nurse a massage? They'd be like, he is an employee of the
like he's the ambassador. How dare you?
Brand ambassador. Great job, by the way. Milwaukee Pro Soccer.
All right, so that's my Spike Lee thought on real basketball.
But if he stops going to games, then people are going to be like, the Knicks are bad. Not even Spike Lee.
The Knicks have been bad since Patrick Ewing left. So,
but I think the Knicks need Spike Lee more than Spike Lee needs the Knicks at this point.
That's true. It's 100% true. I can't argue that.
Thank you.
So our team is amazing. We get Middleton back on Friday, and I mean, you always have to be worried about the Warriors coming out of the West, but like I'm looking at standings here, and just to comment on the NBA overall, like the NBA is so great and so like evenly matched. I'm looking at the standings, and there's no dominant team. I mean, other than us, we're the best team, but
Boston's got a good record. Phoenix,
right? But there are so many like good teams. Like Philadelphia is 12-10. The Hawks are 12-10. Golden State's 11-11. Like there isn't like the top heavy West that we had 5-10 years ago, where it was like, oh my God, there are 4 or 5 teams in the West that are all better than the teams in the East. That's gone. The only teams that I'm legitimately worried about are Boston and Golden State. Golden State for obvious reasons, and Boston just because the Celtics are just so annoying with the way they play, and Tatum and Brown can get hot at any moment. We know that. So, I mean, I'm really only worried about the Celtics and the Warriors.
Why are you doing that?
I'm just loving the NBA because it's so evenly matched, and I feel like every team. I mean, and people say this about the NFL, but like watching a bad NFL game sucks. I mean, you can pick a star out of any one of these teams, except for like the Rockets and the Spurs, maybe, and the Pistons. But like, this is just a great league right now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm thrilled that we're getting Middleton back, and I just think we are easily the best team. But
I was talking to Tim Shea before we went live, and we were talking about different things we wanted to hit on tonight, and Tim was like, "Man, I know I got roasted for my John Gruden Badger take, but the take I have about the Bucks,
take ever.
yeah." He goes, "The take I have about the Bucks, I don't know how people are going to react to it." I go, "What do you mean, Tim?" He says, "I kind of think they should trade Chris Middleton since they're so good without him, and I think he would disrupt team chemistry." Tim?
For those of you listening, I'm speechless and disgusted.
Bart, I thought we weren't going to tell that to anyone.
No, this is my assignment. I have an assignment. Tim didn't really say that. Here's my assignment.
Oh,
2 assignments. First of all, especially if you're on YouTube right now, but also I need subscribers. I need to get over 1,000 so I can start.
I have my wife subscribed and she doesn't watch your videos, so unless I'm on it.
Yeah, I need to start stealing money from YouTube, okay? Because I'm giving them content and I haven't hit the thresholds. So I need to start stealing money from YouTube. Secondly, when these other sports stations in Milwaukee rarely bring up the Bucks, I need people to call in and say, "Well, what do you think about trading Chris Middleton?" And say, "I heard Tim Shea on the Bart Winkler show talk about it." You guys need to start calling other radio stations and whatever we say, "Hey, I heard on the Bart Winkler show that this is happening." That's what that. Call Chewy and say, "Hey, I heard on the Bart Winkler show." Call Homer and say, "I heard on the Bart Winkler show." Homer will say, "Jeez."
I didn't know Homer was still doing it because I just can't stand to listen to him. I haven't listened to him in like 4 years.
Homer will say something like, "What?"
It's still Homer and Gabe Neitzel?
No, Gabe's on like every other show but that one.
Oh, well,
yeah.
He's a nice guy.
All right, Matt, anything else?
Let's see. Spike Lee, the Bucks. We can never talk about Jay Crowder again. I put him up there with my Jim Leonard thing where I never want to hear about Jim Leonard and the Packers. I never want to hear the words Jay Crowder and Bucks in the same sentence unless there's a negative word in between it, as in Jay Crowder will never play for the Bucks because he's 1,000 years old and he was a Bucks killer 6 years ago or whatever. And the
Jay's not making that 3 tonight that Grayson made.
No. We don't need to disrupt the team. Middleton's coming back. We're the best team. Just let it ride.
Yeah, agree.
Let it ride.
Matt, thanks for the nice setup. If anything,
yeah,
it just makes me feel a little more like I'm really doing this.
You are. There are hundreds of people listening to you every day.
Yep, and 36 watching us right now.
Yep.
Good. Deuces.
For those of you listening, I just threw up the deuces. Goodbye.
You did. There's a peace sign. See you, Matt.
I was watching, or I have Bucks Live postgame on.
Yeah.
Underneath this, and they Giannis is out there shooting free throws with no ladder in the way.
Oh, wow.
So the Knicks employees, I guess, got the message.
Well, now if I'm Giannis, I get out there as much as I do it every night now.
It seems like he is doing that every night.
I do it every night just to prove a point. Like that ladder thing, dude. To go back to 2 weeks ago, when that happened, I got so defensive right away because and they've gone back into their shell, but there's a swarm of people that want Giannis to be exposed for being fake humble. And that's the phrase they kept using. It was a Russian bot farm. I've already said this, but it was so many people saying, because it was the Oreos thing. They all referenced Oreos. It was weird. It was stupid. And I hated it.
Can we get you as a brand ambassador for the Bucks so you can sit courtside and act all crazy? And
Bucks already have grooves. They got Dr. Dave.
Yeah, but we don't have anyone like outlandish out there. Like Grooves just sits there. Dr. Dave isn't even on the court.
Yeah, but he's in a good TV position.
Yeah, he is. I guess. He does.
I like that. New York has a famed director. Toronto has superstar Drake. Milwaukee has a doctor, dude, that like helps kids. That's the best part. That's the most Milwaukee. I love it. Couple of comments coming in. Andre says, Timothy Shea.
All right.
How's your cat doing? The one that we gave CBD to.
Oh, dog.
Oh. They did a whole thing yesterday about how it was a cat.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, then we'll just go with the cat. Cat's great. Loves it.
I'm gonna go into so they do have it's a spray for the pet, right? You sprayed it on.
It's a spray, and then depending on the size of the pet, it's 2 sprays, 4 sprays, 6 sprays. Just depends.
HappyPlaceHemp.com. I've talked about them, and this is great. As we get into December, what's a better stocking stuffer than their sample pack?
Ooh.
Yeah. I got my brother-in-law in our little holiday swapperoo, and I'm going to throw in some Happy Place hemp gummies. I'm going to go pick them up on Friday.
They work beautifully. I can tell you that.
College Court in Muskego, happyplacehemp.com. If you go there, mention Bart, you get 25% off all your orders on the website, happyplacehemp.com, promo code Bart. The sampler pack is good. I mean, we've talked about it a lot, and it's CBD gummies, and there's some THC gummies that you can get, Delta 8s, Delta 9s, THCOs. And if you're like, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if I want to try it. Bart talks about it a lot. Tim drugs his pets with it. The sampler pack is a great start. So check that out, happyplacehemp.com, happyplacehemp.com. A quick 10-second timeout for station identification. All right, and we're back. Got some more comments. Wisco Cheese said, I might have heard Mike the Painter on 94.5 today.
Oh, I heard Trav.
From Brown Deer?
Yeah, I heard him today on 97.3.
What are you guys doing listening to these stations when there's 50 Bart Winkler shows that you can binge
Well,
on?
I listened to the Bart Winkler show, but then I
even went an hour and a half yesterday.
I know.
We might be going up to that today. I got a lot of content coming at you.
Mike the Painter. I
had a good chat with Mike the Painter. He was on the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Nice chat with him. Let's see. I got some more comments. You guys are welcome to jump in if you're on YouTube. StreamYard link is up. I've got a call from Jeff Wagner of WTMJ.
Oh, God. Wagner called you?
Yeah. He called the voicemail line. You want to hear it?
Yeah. It was Adam Roberts that gave him your phone number, wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Also, I think you can just Google it.
Okay.
I fucked that up.
Let's hear it. Wags.
Good evening, Bart Winkler. This is Jeff Wagner from WTMJ. I'm the one that still has a job on the local airways from 12 to 3 on the powerhouse and home of the Bucks, WTMJ, 620, 12 to 3, every afternoon, Monday through Friday. And I don't even want to talk about the Bucks or the World Soccer thing, whatever it's called. I just want to talk about the Beijing Winter Olympics and how did they get the Winter Olympics? And they invented the China virus, and we're just going to reward them with the Winter Olympics. But we know they're in bed with the Bidens. And where's Hunter's laptop? I think we're all wondering about that. And I just want to wish you a good evening. Oh, there is one other thing. Who is Dick Pound? Dick Pound is in charge of the Olympics. He is the guy. What kind of message are we sending our children? Dick Pound. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow, Bart, and have a nice evening. And thank you for taking my call.
You know, I wonder with the laptop, some would say it's the most critical piece of information that this country's ever seen, and nobody seems to care to get it, WTMJ. What they should look at is Bart Winkler's laptop and the thousands and thousands of hours of pornography that have been saved and downloaded. And Bart thought he was incognito mode the other week, and he was actually not, and caused a big stir. And
Wow.
got some more comments.
That was great. I have your best one saved, by the way.
I have some more comments. Hey, we're talking Bucks Knicks. I do have a real legitimate take coming up. Mark says, fuck Jay Crowder. Keep Grayson.
I think we're all in the understanding of that now.
Patrick's talking about Matt in the Falls. Remember, Matt in the Falls said that it was a mistake to beat the Cowboys. Patrick says Matt was right. Oh, I love all this Rodgers shit, by the way. This is a relatively low Packer episode. We'll talk about a little bit with Steve. Talking Badgers next. This is a relatively low Packer episode. All these articles and headlines are framed like Rodgers deciding if he'll play. And that's the fucking shit. That's the shit that sucks.
I believe you called that on Sunday.
Yeah, it shouldn't be Rodgers. Like LaFleur, every coach in this state is a wimp. Except for Luke Fickell. All the other coaches are betas. Look it up.
Yeah, Luke is going to be those eyes.
Wisco Cheese says, when are you going to fill in for Zach Gelb? As a matter of fact, I was supposed to fill in on Thursday, which is tomorrow on the YouTube, today on the podcast.
Still no?
I can't get, processed. I'm
But
in the system.
But you were already in the system? Question mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Mark says the problem with the Celtics is we can guard bigs, Brooke and Giannis. We can guard guards with Drew and Javon Carter, but we have a tough time with big wings like Tatum and Brown. Well, so then you have to shut those guys down. You can't let Grant Williams be a thing. You can't let Al Horford be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you knew it as soon as they played the Warriors. They sucked. Horford was trash. Williams was dreadful. NNYE66 says, I look like I'm sitting in a tanning bed. I do have different I do have different light options I can do. I do have the sharp glow on right now. I got a green screen for those of you joining us.
Now make sure not to wear a green shirt.
How about this?
Oh, you're fine now, but I'm just saying in a green shirt. Oh, you're lighting? Oh, hold on. Ooh. Now you look like you're just pale.
I am pale, Tim.
I know. Oh, okay. That's
Very
your right. Okay.
Patrick says, I'm a social whore now. So sad. Patrick, you've been leaving some tweets to me that I'm not digging. I can't tell if this guy likes me or not. It's really weird. Marquette kicked ass last night. Good. Let's see. T-Dog says, been pretending to listen to what my wife says while watching the show. This is living. Excellent. Okay. Wow. All right. A lot of weird ass comments.
When are you? When are you going to gauge this team? Sorry. Oh God. So bad.
Ooh, here's a tangent that I'm ready to go on. Brian says, with the Celtics, the biggest issue is the flopping that we have no control over.
Celtics.
Guys, I heard it again today for no reason. I'd like soccer if there wasn't flopping.
Oh, my God.
My argument is, ready for this one? I've been working on this for 38 years.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes soccer guys fall down and they embellish a little bit. Also, the clock keeps going. There's no timeouts. In the NFL, if you hurt your pinky and sit down, the officials call a timeout for you. Okay? It's just that one you accept and one you don't. All right? Were you going to have a take or not? Did I cut you off from the rare Tim Shea take?
No. I was just going to ask you, when are you going to gauge this team? Christmas? Are you going to really put a lot of
That's funny
effort
because Mark says can't gauge this team until Chris is back.
All right.
I want to see the thing that, and I've talked about this, the thing that I am interested in, and I'm glad they won tonight, obviously, but I'm interested in minutes. That's what I'm interested in. Who's playing, who's not. All of a sudden, Beauchamp doesn't play anymore. That ain't cool. George Hill, Wes Matthews, keep these guys sharp. Okay, 10 minutes, 13 minutes. That's fine. It doesn't need to be more than that.
George Hill is playing a lot.
You know, keep them keep their cardio up because there might be a spot you need them in the playoffs. But I still want to see more Beauchamp. I still want to see more Mamu. And now Middleton's going to come back. I'm assuming he's going to start. So you're either sending Grayson or Carter to the bench. I would probably send Grayson to the bench.
I'd go Carter.
Cone Roller's here. Cone.
Hey
Back
guys.
to the Trader Joe's bag.
Yeah, I'm back home. Gotta wrap it.
What's up?
How's my audio today?
How's the what?
How's my audio today?
It's about as equal as to the audio that I will have with Steve later. So
really
it's
bad.
doable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you had a pretty good take on the Bucks. Just kind of, you know, you always said
If you took your bag off, the audio might be better.
you always said you know how to be a champion because of how you watch the Warriors, and I think you have a pretty good approach and mindset into this season with monitoring minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Bart, it's the season of giving, you know, around the holidays, and I just want to give you all the praise. I'm loving the show.
Praise
so
be to
far.
Bart.
I'm loving the show so far.
Tonight show or the pod in general?
Just the pod in general. I think it's, you know, super just kind of wacky and nutty and still good sports angles. So big fan.
I feel like the pod is. This is not. I'm just as a consumer. I feel like the pod is like 7 times better than my radio show. No?
Maybe.
It's tough. I don't
Time-
know. Like you had a lot more time, obviously, on your radio show to.
Yeah, but here I can say fucking boobs and titties.
Yeah, but I'm missing the complex Middleton trade talk with Freems. Where are we getting that from?
Oh, did Freems respond to me? Some Freems tweeted something. Someone tweeted him at me, and then I said I want Chuck on the show. Chuck thinks he can't come on the show or he's gonna get fired or something. Everybody at Chuck Freeman and tell him that I want him on the show.
Chuck Freeman, if you are listening right now, I will donate $100 to the WSSP Toy Drive in your name to come on the Bart Winkler show.
Chuck ain't listening.
Yeah, you never know. He could be tuning in right now.
Any other
Well,
Bucks
isn't-
takes,
isn't-
Cone?
Isn't Tucker on right now?
No, he's on at 7.
Oh, gotcha.
Laura's on right now.
Oh, perfect. Even better for Freems.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He'd probably be like, Laura Ingram's not even as hot as she used to be. You need that Janine Pirro. No, she's got it going on.
You should have seen Megyn Kelly during the Bush administration.
Yeah, then NBC tried to take her, and she was no good. All right, Cone.
All right, I'm going to go have some Taco Bell, I think. Hopefully they can get my burrito the right size.
Oh, geez, I went there 7 days in a row, and I'm starting to think he takes lettuce off and then takes the picture.
Yes.
Seriously, it is clockwork at this time.
I know. All right, Cone.
well, go Bucks. My last take, I don't think we need to trade Grayson Allen. If anything, we need to hit the buyout market and get someone to fill in Wesley Matthews minutes if he's even going to get any of this playoff run.
I agree.
All right. Bye, guys. Love you, Tim.
See you, bud.
Feel better.
Goodbye, Cone.
Spark Guy, I'm coming to you. Do you need a bag on your head or no? Spark Guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why has he got a bag on his head? Just you can be yourself, right? We're all
Not Cone. The mystery of Cone is still
Mystery.
quite a mystery. We don't know who he is. Now, one day, because when you guys are about to come in and then I put you on the screen, one day I did start to see him take his bag off his head, and I tried to screenshot real quick, and I was going to hold it over his head.
I think I feel like my bat signal is Jeff Wagner, although that's not it's like a different Jeff Wagner. Is that like I felt like he was like moving into Pam the Perpetual Painter. Like as the Jeff Wagner was going on, it kind of transitioned up and down.
You thought you heard a little Pam?
I heard a little Pam. Just a little. Do we have to have a
sports
sports
have
take?
a voicemail from Pam.
Do it. Do it.
Marty! It's your girl! Hi, Bart. This is Pam. I have nothing to say tonight other than go Bucks. And you're looking kind of handsome, Timmy. Hi, Tim.
Wow. Tim,
I'm flattered.
one thing that I need on this show
I'm flattered.
is you need there needs to be like storylines, okay? And I think one storyline that we're missing is some kind of romantic situation. So if we could get Tim and Pam together,
It could happen.
pull that up on my incognito screen for sure.
Yes, please.
What's up, Spark? How you been? Good to talk to you live.
Yeah, man. Is this a Bucks post? Do we have to have a Bucks take? I think the only Bucks take I have at this point in the year is they got to sit Giannis for a little bit. He looks tired. He's been playing like nonstop for like almost 2 years.
37 minutes tonight, and that would have been more if he didn't foul out.
I know. He's playing unbelievable, but he looks, I don't know. I don't want him to hit the wall when it matters, you know? So that's the only take I have watching these games. It was nice to see Grayson Allen hit some of that late shot, and he came on in the last couple of games, but it's all just about getting healthy. But sit Giannis, but that's at some point, get him a rest. But that's my only sports take.
Jamie says Tim is taken.
Who?
Oh, yeah. No one. This girl from England, Liverpool.
So you may or may not have a girl in South Carolina, and you may or may not have in England. Do people have to be 800 miles away from you before they're remotely interested?
Correct. Yes, we need someone like here.
I saw a girl in the stands in Qatar that I think you might find pretty. Should I hook you guys up?
Please do.
What else you got, Spark guy?
You know, I heard the Wagner stuff. We'll see what Rodgers. How do you think this plays out? The next 2 to 3 weeks are fascinating. Do you think that they're gonna pull it back on him? Because I think the way it plays out is if he stays in control of this, play the Bears, they should win that one regardless of who's quarterback. Then they have the bye, and if it's just mathematically not eliminated, they're going to beat the Rams too. They play the Rams right after the bye. You're going into then what? The Dolphins on Christmas, and that might be when they would be mathematically eliminated. And then what do you have left? The Vikings and the Lions. Vikings might not even be playing anybody.
Yeah, Rodgers very crafty in his words. He says mathematically eliminated, and you're right. There's again 7 spots in the NFC, so that's less time before teams are eliminated, and they're going to win these games.
Mm-hmm.
They should beat Chicago. They should beat the Rams. Are trash. Beat them now, and you're right. So they could still stay alive, and Rodgers could still want to play. Let him play against the Bears. It's the Bears. It's Rodgers. I get it. Soldier Field. I get it. And then the bye, and then it's got to be Jordan Love time. I don't just need to see like Jordan Love play. I want to see Jordan Love play a game. It was not great. How does he respond 6 days later? I want to see Jordan Love play a game that's really good. How does he respond 6 days later? We need to see as much of that as we need to see him just, go out there and whip bombs against Detroit when it's the last game of the season.
You want to see him play in meaningful games for the other team too? Because that Viking game, if that's the first one he gets in, Vikings, there's only one bye, and they lost to the Eagles. Like the Vikings very easily could be going into their last 2 weeks sitting guys for a half, sitting for full game. Like you want to see him play against meaningful teams in meaningful games, and it's just going to play the string on. I think the final thing I'd say about it all is Gutekunst had
Close
it
enough.
Goody had it figured out. He did. That's why I always say Goody. He had it figured out. He had it played perfectly, right? Like he had played it completely perfectly until he gave him that contract extension. If he had not given him that contract extension, you could argue that every move he had made had almost been perfectly done when it came to the quarterback position. But the instant he gave him that extension this year, it's all fallen apart because he could be cutting the cord right now, and now he can't. So it's interesting to see one decision just ruined all the 100 decisions he made before that, and he didn't hold firm to it. So what makes you think he's going to hold firm to it now that he's going to be the one that walks in and goes, hey, like, we're done for the year, which effectively also means if they go in and say you're done for the year, he's gone then probably. So
Kevin mentions get this Packer talk out of here. Okay, fair enough. I'll pivot. Nick said he did tweet. He tweeted Chuck, please do Bart's show. So thank you to Nick. And the other thing I wanted to say to you was, did your buddy buy a golf simulator from Carl's place yet?
Weak sauce. No. And the interesting thing is, I think for all of the things that went on, Frank should be the one to get it. So right. I'll be seeing Frank this week, and I'll be putting the pressure on him. And if he doesn't, like, I'll wait till he puts his wallet down. I'll order it on his behalf. So
I got a Carl's Place koozie here.
It looks pretty sweet.
There's a link on my Twitter where you can check out some golf simulators. It's my pinned tweet. Also, I'll have a much easier link for you in the coming days.
We'll get
so
on
if the link's what's holding you back, I've got you settled here, friends.
We'll get on it. Bart, I got to jump.
Yeah, Steve Spark, I got to talk to you. Yeah, Tim.
Nothing.
Oh, see you open.
I was gonna say something about the Packers, but got to get that Packers talk out of here. Apparently.
Well, I mean, I understand they're the juicy.
We don't want them to win. Like, I know they're going to win these games, but we just don't want them to win right now.
I think it was Mike the Painter. He's right on 40-33. We want every game to be like the Eagles game. Exciting. Jordan Love looks good. Defense is bad enough where Joe Barry gets fired, and they lose because all you guys want your draft pick. I will not root. I will not. Now, the thing is, Sunday, all right, let's talk about this a little bit. Sunday, planning the show out. They play the Bears. Your boy's planning to be at Three Lions to watch England in the quarterfinal or the round of 16.
Who they got?
I forgot.
Do you remember?
Senegal.
Okay. That's fine.
So I'll get a Packer post game, but it will be
later.
No, it'll be like 3:30.
Okay.
I'll get it in. And then Saturday I'm going to be at Nomad for the U.S. game. I've only seen 6 World Cup wins for the USA in my life.
That's at 8:00 in the morning.
Ooh. 9.
Sorry.
Fox does the thing. Fox does this. The other stations, Fox is the station that does it. They always say coverage starts at 8, but they always make you think like the game's at 8. Everyone else is just like, hey, game's at 7:30. Like, okay. But Fox is always like, we need that pregame money.
That's a big day Saturday of sports.
Every time Alexi Lawless opens his mouth, soccer gets set back 50 years in this country.
What are their chances?
How much World Cup have you watched? Just none?
I watched. I just, again, like I'm not like, I don't know. Like, I know soccer. I just don't know like how good these teams are. Like, is the U.S., are they favored to win? Should they win? Yes, no. Is it a toss up?
No, I would be interested to see what the money line is. They're definitely not favored to win.
Okay.
Well, I have bad news.
Uh-oh.
I
forgot to hit record.
Almost second to that. I forgot to charge my laptop. So I will be concluding this portion of the podcast.
Oh, it's over already?
It's been 40 minutes. That's a quick 40.
Yes, it has.
You all right?
I'm good.
You can be at Nomad?
You know what? We'll see.
That's a no. Amos says, great excuse. I could go upstairs and get my charger if you want.
I mean, is anyone waiting to come in?
No.
Oh.
But momentum. I mean, we got people watching. People are watching.
Sure. Go get your charger.
What I tweeted earlier today was true. I would do Chuck and Winkler for free.
I would listen to that for free.
All right, Q said, Q, if you call in, I'll go get the charger. But then you and Tim have to talk while I go upstairs. And I'm only going for like another 10 minutes. Actually, just forget it. No, I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right.
I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah. All right. So coming up next, I'm gonna do tomorrow. Q. He's in the YouTube, or he's in the YouTube. I get this one posted because we got a lot coming up. I still got Jake Kokorowski joining us. That is going to be riveting. We're talking Badgers. I never was able to talk to Jake on the air at the radio, but now we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sparky. Audio not great, content excellent. So stick through it. All right, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you.
Q. I'll make it up to you. I will buy you the shot at Nomad if you get your ass there this time. Tim, I'm going to get you so fucked up if you get out there.
All right, Saturday. I'm crossing my fingers because I got something I have the basketball game too that I'm supposed to go to. So I am.
Badgers Marquette.
Yeah.
I wish I was more hyped for that game, but it's the World Cup, so I'm like wrapped up in that.
Yeah,
Marquette played very well. The Badgers,
they lost.
I knew that.
I know.
You know who I ran into at Nomad? My new best friend, Bart Lundy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came to check it out. UWM coach.
Did he notice you? Bart's reunite?
You don't forget a Bart.
You never do.
All right. Coming up, Jake Kokorowski talking some Badgers. Steve Sparky Pfeiffer talking about Toy Drive and Packers and Badgers. And my favorite thing I said to Steve today was, I said, people should come out, right, to the Toy Drive. You go, yeah. I go, look at me. I said, look at me. This Toy Drive is all the way across town, and I got fired by this place, and I'm here. I'm a hero. 1 minute with Q.
What's up, guys?
I'm at 5% battery.
All right, go get your thing. I'll talk with Tim.
No, I'm gonna wrap it up.
So the spread is -1 Netherlands.
That doesn't make sense.
It's -1.
That's impossible.
Why?
Oh, they're favored by a goal?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the live line, like
No.
-260. What's like what's like that?
It's US plus 310.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Netherlands is what? -195?
Hold on.
-210?
-110.
Oh shit.
So
Not a bad bet, I guess.
yeah, I don't know.
But if you're betting soccer, real important. If you're betting soccer, make sure, because a lot of times you are betting on the game result in regulation. So if you bet USA to win and then they win in PKs, you will lose your bet. Okay?
Yeah, the tie is plus 240. So
yeah, so you can bet the tie, yeah.
The tie in regulation has better odds than US winning.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense. So
big problem with the game. Netherlands is a couple of guys that can score whenever they want. US doesn't.
Let me guess. It's like Van whoever.
Van Lieshout, my friend Mike.
Yeah.
He it's like I always forget. Gapco, Capco Energy Windows.
Yeah. I have Dutch heritage, so I cheer for the Netherlands. So I'm kind of sad that my two teams are playing, my two World Cup teams, but I guess at least one of them will advance. So, yeah.
I mean, USA, dog.
Well, I mean, obviously, but given those odds, it's looking like it's the Netherlands game to lose.
All right, I'm at 3%. Are you going to be at Nomad or what?
I'm gonna try and show up. So not 9 a.m. Like the baby should be napping then. So I've got a 5-week-old, so I should be able to make it.
All right, well, I'll be there. I'll be hammered by 9.
Yeah, Tim, are you gonna be there?
Maybe. We'll see.
Do you commit to anything, Tim?
I
No.
cannot. I cannot. I do.
Mm-mm.
I do. I just cannot commit to that right now.
Okay.
Is it too early? Can we commit to New Year's resolutions? What do we got for New Year's resolutions here?
Let's do it next time you're on because I'm at 2%.
All right. Well, my mustache is gone, so mine's to not have a mustache. So I already did it.
I will say I probably won't have a New Year's resolutions this year. My liver is going to have a New Year's resolution, okay?
Is it pro or against the liver?
I need to keep my liver alive. World Cup has not been good for the liver.
Oh,
They just go every other. You go beer, water, beer, water.
I go single captain, double captain, single captain. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. See
Goodbye.
you guys.
Jake Kokorowski through the magic of podcast. He joins us next. If you're on YouTube, I'll post that separately. Otherwise, on the podcast, here we go.